Oh, it is dark, isn't it? Oh, that's better. Good morning, folks. It's an early one from me today. 7:15, 13th of December. Dark start. There are lights and twinkles galore in this establishment. So I thought I'd give you a quick tour of it all now. Because you won't get much from me once we get back to the balcony. Morning, Maddie. So I'm going to go have a slurp of tea. So 3, 2, 1, get straight on with the movement snack today from somewhere in Exeter. Here we go. All right, the usual get go. Someone else has just arrived. No, it's Maddie saying hello. External supports is a bit lacking for me today. I've got something here, but it's a bit too low if I should need it, so you know what to do. Pitch yourself up at fixed firm surface, furniture, wall, door frame, or you might opt for, and just give myself a bit more space for the seated options. I've got the end of the sofa for seated options today, so I'm going to start here. Hip walk forward into a place where you feel you've got a bit more leg room, bit more uplift room. Extend, lengthen through the spine, just set yourselves up, maybe put in a couple of backward shoulder rolls just to get your shoulders in the best possible position. Start steady arm march for your circulation boosting, bringing in the other one as and when you're ready. If you should feel the need to have a slump, have a pause, have a moment, and then re-establish a more upright position, if that feels good for you. Other options on the top end could be your diagonals, of course, like so. Steady, rhythmical, doable is what the circulation boost is all about. Just really kind of just getting the body ready for your day. And if your legs are in your day, involve those too in this seated option, as you can see, and probably feel, depending how long your legs are. This sofa is at a point that my hips are lower than my knees, so it's actually hard work and sometimes can feel a bit squashed to go a full march to pick the feet off. So you could keep them in contact there. You can still get that circulation boosting effect around the calf muscles. You can still bring in your arms, and you will know if you are in a comfortable height seat, you can go for the lift as well. Carry on with that seated option. Stand or uppers. Decide if external support is for you. Key prompts in stand. All the trunk stuff remains the same as sit. Extend, lift, open the chest, move from the shoulder, not from the elbow. Additions then for legs in stand, keeping the gap between the feet. This will help for better balance and make more of the moves from the ankles, feet and toes, keeping your knees close. How does that feel? With all of that, couple of minutes, you should feel the need to take a deeper breath. Gradual is the key, especially first thing in the morning, because we've all been at rest. So give your body time, give your all of your body mechanisms and systems time just to kind of go, okay, lots of stuff happens when the body goes from rest and to active. There's a lot of stuff that needs to switch up and change up. Give it time to do that. That activity, brain and physical, will stimulate all of those on switches in your body to get you ready for the day. Okay, ready for moves then. So having increased blood flow, generated a bit of warmth, light lift of the heart rate, you're in now a better position to take your raise and your lower of your shoulders. Come a bit lower for this. Head stays still. Keep active and upright in the middle. Get as much of the up and take your time on the down. So avoid the drop. As much control down as you had up. And you might want to play around with isolating left and right. A few of those, and then build on that range of motion if you would like, to bring in all of the moves that you're going to need for things like reach, push, pull, washing, dressing, you're going to need all this kind of movement around the upper back and the shoulder blades. Quality over quantity. It's not about how many you can do, it's about can you feel your full comfortable range of motion movement. Second two of the top end, having got the the base layer ready, shoulders here, here's the heavy thing, the big heavy bit here, keeping the chin on a level, a slow turn and a return. And you might feel that as you ease round, the chin starts to lift. So maybe check in with keeping the chin on the level with the floor, and then just find out what your range of motion is in that position, and then build on that slow, slow, slow as you go. Nothing about these ones are fast, it's control, and when you reach your comfortable point, slowly come back to centre and pause in the middle, maybe have a switch off. Lots of lots of stuff going on in your head on those head turns, so the vestibular system in your ears, your vision there with the head turn. So the slow you go, and just work within a zone, a range of movement that's comfortable for you. The third one of the top end is this one. So from frontal view, not a lot changes, can you see, in the position of my head. It eases back. So again, my nose stays on the level, my chin stays on the level. When I turn sideways, you can see that that's the key range of motion there. Just prior to doing those head and neck movements, do put in your best possible uplift, and you can really start to feel how that can complement and aid fluid movement. Everything is going to feel much more difficult and challenging when the posture is flexed and the head is forward. All right, second round of circ boost and a sneaky slurp of tea from me on the way up. 3 moves from the trunk. If you're in stand, suggest you take these from a wider leg position. Who's just come in? Chilling with a J, morning. Weight even, anchor the hips, lengthen before you bend. Arms are not involved, head doesn't move, pause in the middle, ease down and come straight back again. Pause each time in sit. You might need to do a bit of shifting and wriggling to see where your arms can go. It might work to keep the arms here in front, or it might be that it's more comfortable to have them rested on your thighs. The key thing in sit then is not only to keep the feet anchored, but to also keep your buttocks anchored, so that when you take the bend and return, there's no lift from your buttocks. That's it. Pause in the middle, lift and extend before you bend. Testing out your progress on bend, return, wait, and then to the other direction. All these bendable, turnable, extending bits you will need from your trunk today. Trunk turns then in sit. I'll stay in sit, I'll give you the standing one in a moment. Into extend. Again, it's not about the arms, it's about what's happening through the spine. And back to base. Wait. Turn. All of this is slow, and remove any pace or momentum. It's going to feel effortful to hold yourself upright and then move through a range, take a pause and then have a rest. So use the slump to use the rests. In stand, same principles apply. Wider stance for better balance. Have the support if you should need it, and then take the turn. So my arm is here just to suggest that you might be in front of a table or a fixed surface, and you can just keep the fingertips in touch with that. That might aid your stability. That contact with the table gives feedback back to the brain to help determine where you are in space. Not that you're in space, you know what I mean. Have a switch off. Have a breath. Extensions, here we go. This one in stand. Who's arrived? I can't see, it's too blurry. I think it's Bridget. Morning, Bridget. Weight even, and keep the weight kind of really around the balls of the foot and your toeage. Hands on a wall or support. The movement is here. No sway, no balance challenge, movement really there and back to base. So it's that middle and upper bit. It's the same in sit. In sit, there's a tendency to either lean back or have a bit of a dip. Try to stay upright if you can and really isolate that movement to that. It's a relatively small movement actually. Hoping you can see and feel that. No lift of the chin, no change in head movement. It's there. That's going to help with all of your upward reaching. Just the basics. Washing, dressing is going to need all of those types of movements to more easily get through your day. Third round of Cirque Boost. Third and final round, leading up to ankles, feet and toes, and that is your get-go done. So final flurry of arms, final flurry of legs, same in stand. I'm just wondering, did I do Cirque Boost after head neck? Do you know, I'm having a moment. If I missed it, apologies. I don't recall doing this about 3 minutes ago. I'll have to go back now because I really can't remember. So apologies if you're saying, where's the other Cirque Boost, Bex? All right, take a pause. Ankles, feet and toes, here we go. 3 key moves at the bottom end. Toe scrunch, foot bend, foot movement, and ankles. In stand, you're going to be doing lots more besides that because you're balancing, you're standing on this single leg. So there's a lot of hip activity going on, knee control, balance, posture on top of that. So have some support, have your hand on a fixed surface as you work through those moves. Take away the balance challenge and focus on the movement. That's the suggestion, if you like the sound of it. To do the other leg, practice your turn around, practice back round again, and then off you go again for the other leg. So much going on in that activity there. You've got control of the weight shift and transfer from one leg to the other, the range of motion, all of the stability requirements going on through that standing leg. It's a plus. In sit, those 3 key moves again. The first one's going to require you to have a bit of a hip walk back, kind of around to about here. This gives you full or better support for the leg. Look, the whole of the thigh is supported. Foot comes off, give your toes a scrunch. There's the ankle movement. Slightly off the floor, or if more comfortable, you might want to use that as a pivot point for the heel, but that's going to give you more activity. Keep it low to the floor. That's going to increase that potential for movement. The higher or the straighter the leg, the kind of stretching going on might impede that movement. There's your ankles. Then have a shift forward, have a walk forward. Then you can do your heel raises, which is moving and mobilising your feet. Then you can go into foot for rehearsal, practice there of that foot placement. Lots going on here as well. You've got knee extending and some knee flexion, and you've got some weight shift as well going on. All plus. And then final flurry, whatever you would like to put in to finish. Some shirt offs, some Bex hugs, is all in the mix. And I will leave you all with the twinkling lights of Exeter. You'll see Kels today, I think at noon and 4, and I'll see you tomorrow sometime. I think I'm on noons and 4s tomorrow, but for now I'll say goodbye and leave you with a bit of